Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live, and I guess I'm ready to engage with you. We're getting a pretty nasty storm in Long Island, New York. The pond down the block flooded. I was going to take a walk down there, but the pond was, flooded. So, on that note, I guess I'm going to share with you artwork. This was actually a collaborative effort, and let me load up the artwork here. This was actually a collaborative effort between me and my mother. My mother drew the outline, I colored it. So basically, the president, he says, we have to help disabled people. And Otto Greenberg, who's a 40-year-old disabled person, he says, does the president know who I am? Is he talking about me? He's watching the president on TV. And Dr. Natural says, this is an example of predicate logic and ideas of reference delusions. Sorry, you're disabled in your mom's basement. The president does not know you. I mean, obviously, I have suspicions. Obviously, this one was obviously about President Donald Trump. I was in my mother's part of the house, and he was on TV, and I was getting ideas of reference and predicate logic that he was referencing me when he was giving his speech, but he doesn't know me. I'm disabled in my mom's basement. And I also get delusions that my family, my cousins, aunts, uncles, worked for the Barack Obama campaign and knew Barack Obama, the former U.S. president. Again, ideas of reference, predicate logic. My family isn't rich, famous, or interesting people. It's delusions. Toggle the emotional switch to off. Flip the switch and realize no U.S. president or anybody rich, famous, or interesting knows of me. It's just, it's exactly what it appears to be. So, on that note, we got Rusty in the house. How art thou, Rusty? How art thou? He says, it's Andrew the Mind Taker. What does the Mind Taker mean, Rusty? What does the Mind Taker mean? What is the Mind Taker? But thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm getting, I realize this might be a little vulgar here, but I'm going to share it anyway. So I'm getting some testicle and prostate pain. I just went to a urologist and they checked my prostate and they did my PSA, and apparently there was nothing wrong with the prostate. You know what I think it might be? And I'm speaking medically here. I think it might be too much, quite frankly, masturbation. I masturbate 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a day. And I think I need to try to do that significantly less, maybe reduce it to 1 time a day or every other day. Yeah, I guess, some people say maybe even practice no masturbation, try to abstain from it entirely. Well, when you're addicted and you haven't had a girlfriend, you haven't had romance in years, and you have hardly any friends. You sit. I mean, maybe basically. And I know some people say at 38 years old, you're able to, do that, 3, 4 times a day. Yeah, that's all I've been doing for like the past 2, 3, 4 years. No girlfriend, hardly any friends, no romance, just staying at home, masturbating, basically. It's really a problem. Staying at home, looking at spicy content, Ideas of reference in the toggle switch says, I never once watched porn. Interesting. See, that's like all I do. All I do is stay home and watch porn, maybe if I was able to give up that addiction, it would motivate me to try to find a real life girlfriend. I don't know, you know. Somebody says practice abstinence. 666 says practice abstinence. Yeah, it's certainly a good idea. It's certainly a good idea. Practice some abstinence. Somebody says porn and spicy content is damaging to the brain. It makes you feel inadequate and all goofy. Somebody says, do you watch the weird stuff or normal stuff? Usually, I mean, if you want me to be quite honest, the stuff I'm into is mostly, you know, the age gap stuff. You know, like a 50-year-old man with like a early 30-year-old lady. You know, that kind of stuff. That's usually what I look at. You know. I think I find, I think I find, or like a 30-year-old lady with like a 60-year-old lady. You know, I find like the age gap thing a little saucy and exciting. That's what that's. Somebody says, why do you wear the black latex collar, the BDSM collar? I don't know why I wear that. It's kind of like wearing the Ray-Ban Aviator sunglasses. It's just like a little prop that I wear. Why do you think that gives? Do you think that looks tacky? Do you think that gives the wrong impression? Like how do you think that makes me look? You know, do you think I should stop wearing it? It's kind of like back in 2017, 2018 when I was wearing the Ray-Ban Aviators. It's just like a little prop that I throw on. It's kind of fun. I could still throw on the sunglasses too, actually. Somebody says, what's your record of the amount of times you've masturbated in one day? To be honest with you, I haven't kept track. I mean, I'm sure like in my early 20s, you know, I was, you know, my sexual function was more active than it is now. So I'm sure prior to the psychiatric hospitalizations and getting put on Risperdal and Invega, you know, probably about 20 years old, you know, I probably was in my peak, you know. You know, I think my sexual function has taken a decline. I'm 38, going to be 40. I'm approaching middle age, you know. So yeah, obviously, 20-year-olds have more stamina. No, I don't really. Let's change the topic from masturbation. I realize this is a fascinating and riveting topic that interests everybody. It's a little bit of a sensationalistic topic, but let's change the topic. Let's change the topic, please. Okay, so somebody says you need some more sweaters. Yeah, I need to get some more sweaters. I need to get some more. Somebody says, do you have any other plans? I hope to socialize with some friends, to attend my art class, and do a bunch of fun activities this week. I hope to, you know, maybe even find a job and a romantic partner and a girlfriend. But, you know, those things take time, and hopefully it comes to fruition. Hopefully it materializes. All right. Somebody says, finding a real life girlfriend, developing interpersonal relationships in the real world sounds so much better than being a caged animal, sitting in solitude, locked in solitary confinement. You're absolutely right. You know, what I'm doing, posting on social media, is the ticket to madness. It's the ticket to a solitary daydream world. It's the ticket to delusions and psychosis. Going out there, finding love, developing interpersonal relationships, getting financially independent. That's the ticket to a life, independence, happiness, success. You're absolutely right. So do it. Right now, right now, this is mental masturbation, so to speak. I'm not actually, I'm just, what am I doing? I'm not going to get money from this. I'm not going to get a career from this. I'm not going to get a girlfriend from this. What am I doing? I'm just wasting time. Go out there, try to get a job, try to meet a girlfriend, try to meet some friends. What is this going to really get me? It's going to get me nothing. Somebody says, even if you get just a part-time job stocking shelves or working as a waiter or serving coffee, you're still moving up. It's better than this. It's better than doing this. What is this really accomplishing? It's accomplishing nothing. I'm just pouring my life down the drain. All right. But I mean, in my defense, the past 2 weeks I've done comedy. I mean, maybe write some comedy jokes and prepare for this Friday and get it recorded again. What did you guys think of my comedy performance, by the way? From October, I guess, 10th. To be honest with you, I was a little disappointed with it. I thought I kind of bombed a little bit. I thought I didn't do that great. However, some people said I had good stage presence. I was just pretty anxious. Other people said I was funny. So what did you think of my performance, if you've seen it? Some people said you got some laughs, and that's a good thing. If you do comedy and you get some laughs, well, you really succeeded. Yeah, obviously you could tell I was pretty nervous while doing the comedy. I didn't have the jokes as memorized, but also I think overall, maybe I was too hard on myself. Maybe I was too critical of myself. Maybe the comedy wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Yeah. So let's have a let's have a third comedy special. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the show rolling and have a third comedy special this Friday, and prepare for round 3. You know what this is like? Has anybody ever seen wrestling when a wrestler debuts? The first week, the big debut after the weeks of hype and vignettes. Pretty cool. Like, the second week, a little bit losing a little bit of momentum. Not as exciting, not as thrilling as the first week. And the third week, hopefully, people still are like, wow, this is the new wrestler. By the time the fourth week rolls around, I got to get involved in a major feud. I got to really pick this up. I'm just joking. I don't know if anybody really got that reference. Running a month of vignettes, then a month of matches, then getting involved in feuds. That's kind of like the formula for new wrestlers. If anybody's ever watched it. The hype packages. You get a month of hype packages, then a month of matches where you squash jobbers or no names or like losers, like guys that just take the pin, and then on week 4 you get involved in a feud of some capacity. So yeah. So this week is going to be like, well, I don't know. Somebody says, your comedy videos are getting a lot of views and some laughs. Yeah, I think people like the comedy specials that I'm putting on my channel, and they are really the most riveting content I do. Keep doing it. Keep trying it. Practice makes perfect. The more you practice something, the better you're going to get at it. And even if I bomb this week, even if it wasn't that great, just keep doing it. Keep rehearsing. Keep practicing. Keep writing jokes. And who knows? Who knows? Somebody says you keep getting better and better and better. The more you practice something, the more you do it, the better and better you're going to get. Keep doing comedy. Keep doing it. You're going to get better and better. Somebody says you seem more connected to the audience. You know, when you perform, you keep getting better and better. So keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Thank you. So some potential jokes that I could go over this week. Let's go to the comedy playlist on this channel. Okay. I could do the elderly woman slamming her shopping cart into my car, accidentally having the pants zipper down at the supermarket, pizza delivery boy, the asshole doctor. You know, my mom says, I went to an asshole doctor, but she means the doctor is a jerk. You know, she doesn't mean the doctor is an asshole. She means the doctor looks in her asshole. The overheated llama. Okay, so I got some ideas. Now I got to write these jokes up. Maybe not right now, but soon. I got some jokes. Somebody says the last one sounds like it could be good. Yeah, no, I have ideas. Somebody asks me, somebody says some of your jokes seem very observational. You're observing things about your life, and they ask, do you write your material? Yes, I write my own material. And they ask, how do you come up with this material? I guess it's observational. I observe things about life. I observe things about my life, personal experience, and that's how I write this stuff, you know? Living life and how I experience it, that's how I write it, you know? So, just keep going, keep doing it, keep practicing, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, guys. I think we don't really got many people here, so I think I'm gonna hit the bricks here. Adios. So he says, later, dude. Adios, guys. Peace out, my amigos and amigas.